Did I just get a penalty again?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Where the is it this time?
Same section.
And we ain't got our deals right, 'cause I wasn't speeding.
Well, we got it the first 3 times today. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't seem right.
Damn it.
Hell, this time was even faster.
Yeah. I didn't have to go around anybody. It said 4 lights. Oh, it was not even 4 lights. It was maybe 3.
Yeah, it's the section before you even go to 4 lights, and we went to 4 lights later that time than we have all day. It's like in where Denny was pitting is the section they're saying we're speeding.
Well, I can tell you, I never once went above 2 lights. Please yourselves this time.
Pretty much. And you're on.
Yeah,
Live.
We're here.
What's up? No, it's taped, by the way.
Yeah.
If we're not live.
Live
but,
to tape.
We have a special guest.
We do.
First time guest. Joey Logano is on with us.
Here I am.
You look great.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Well,
Spiffy.
Snazzy.
I dressed up for the occasion today. I thought, for Ryan Blaney, I bring out the best I got.
I like it.
This is all I got right
I
here.
love it. I love it.
Yep.
Kim's got her jean
Yep.
jacket.
Thanks for dressing up for me as well.
I am
Thank
supporting
you.
body.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Supporting
If I
partners.
had, I had a Coke somewhere in here. Water at least.
The same company.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's
that's
still
fine.
good stuff. Yeah.
So do you get chuggy points for taking a sip of the water, or is that just Coke?
I know. I get those too. Those
Is
are
it
good.
just during the race broadcast, though?
No.
Oh, so it
Any-
counts in the
I mean,
podcast?
like-
Listen, I
Do
like
we need to
drinking the stuff. All
do we
right,
need
so
to do
it's
official
good.
chug so you
I mean,
get
we
it
don't have to
points
be official
for the-
but it's very authentic, especially
Okay.
it's
Make sure you
water
get
like
that
this.
label
Yeah.
It's really,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hydrate.
See,
That's the best damn water I've ever had.
11
Besides
years
body
of
armor water.
experience. That's some pretty
Fantastic.
good stuff.
So I've always wondered how the chug points work. Like, so do you guys gather up all the clips of you drinking
So
Coke or
no.
something, or-
So what they do is they do the Chug for Charity program, which is it's actually pretty cool. So what they do is they get all the Coke drivers, and anytime we, maybe you see us doing an interview and you take a swig, or you post something on social or something that you're doing holding a Coke, and a lot of times it's just authentic that it's something you're doing anyway.
Yeah,
so
you're
it's pretty
thirsty.
easy
You
to do.
finished a race.
Right. And so then that's all turned into points. And then after each month during the season, those points turn into dollars for your charitable choice. And then at the end of the year, whoever's won the most months gets a pretty cool trophy. And I think last year was about $60,000 to Joey Logano Foundation.
Oh, so
which
you
was
won.
Great. Yeah, 5-time winner. I don't want to brag or anything,
Five-time winner.
but
I was about to say, I feel
And
like you win that
defending
a
cup
lot.
champion, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's
So,
like double
I mean,
the...
But like defending cup
Yeah.
champion, 5-time chug
Chug
winner,
champion.
Right, it's like-
up there.
Like, are you the
It's
chug
champion
champion?
goes to-
Is there a name?
yeah, I'm the
Okay.
Chug for Charity champion. Yes.
defending.
I like it.
Triple C.
Joey Logano, Chug for Charity champion.
That's good. They should
Say
should
that 10
announce
times fast.
Yeah.
We just did.
We just did.
All right, there's breaking news right there.
It's
Joey
official.
Logano,
Yeah.
5
There it
times.
is.
We don't
Yeah.
get. I don't get points from body armor for the chugging
You should.
stuff.
You should.
I should.
You should work.
I
It's a
should
good
get on.
charitable
It's the
thing,
idea.
right? And you're
all for
you're
charity. It's
changing
good.
lives while you're doing
Yeah.
it, and that's.
I honestly didn't
that's a
know it
great
was for
thing to do.
charity.
You didn't know
I didn't
that?
know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Very
they've
cool.
been doing that ever since I've been with Coke for over 10 years now, and 11 years, I guess, and I've been a part of it every year.
Very cool.
Do you think Libman does any, like, clean points?
Cleaning points.
Yeah, the cleaning cup or something like that?
Maybe.
Like,
Maybe.
you could just
We
go
should
around
start
with
that.
some, like, cleaning products and just randomly
start sweeping and wiping down stuff.
clean the bathrooms at the track, you know?
Ooh.
Well, he's got a little puppy. I'm sure he's
Yikes.
cleaning up plenty right
That
now.
is true. That is true.
He actually is very well potty trained.
Really?
Very surprisingly.
So
Well, he
you're
went to
not.
camp.
You're
He
not.
had a
he
few
was
accidents.
He was a guest on the
Okay.
podcast last week, so... you
So
know.
he didn't tear up anything in your house.
No, he's not really a chewer.
Oh, that's pretty good.
No, I gave him a couple old socks of mine, and then he has his toys. Because I gave him the old socks because they want to chew things that they think belong to you. So I was like, okay, I don't wear these anymore. Here,
I think he's
have at
smarter
it.
than
That's
that,
pretty
though.
good.
He
You think
knows
so?
that you gave him old socks, that they aren't
Well,
the
he hasn't
actual
gone
socks.
after my
I mean,
my
who
new
wants
ones.
to chew old socks?
I don't know.
Right?
I bet he
Jeez,
likes
must
the
really
smell
love
or
your dog.
something. I don't know. That's
So
what
when
he
we
does.
first got our dog, we got him from the pound, and it's right when Brittany and I got engaged, and she's like a dog lover, so we're like, okay, we got a dog, whatever. And so, we usually put him in a crate when we would go out to dinner or do something. I'm like, let's leave him out. Let's leave him out. Let's see how he does. We get back home, and the couch was destroyed. Nice leather couch.
Like he ate
Stuff.
it?
Yeah, he destroyed the couch. Garbage. Throw it out. Not even salvageable.
So I haven't left
I said
him
I
out.
love dogs.
I love dogs.
I haven't left him out in my house yet by himself. I left him out this weekend in the bus all by himself. And he didn't go to the bathroom anywhere. He didn't chew up anything like that. I thought he did really good. So I think the house is next.
Start small,
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see.
Is he a crate guy, or like keep him in a kennel crate?
Does he sleep with you?
If no, he does not sleep in the bed.
Well, you're missing out on the pupper snugs.
No.
No.
Dogs should sleep on the floor.
No, that's
So
not true.
if I leave for the day, he goes, or not for the day, but a few hours, he goes into a crate. But at night, he sleeps on his placemat. So there's a mat.
I'm like
It's just
picturing
like
like a
is it
dinner
like
table
Paw
placement.
Patrol placemat. You know, just
dinner
kinda
Yeah.
like,
dinner
it's a little elevated surface that is just like his place.
his place.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
his place, and that's where he sleeps at night. But
He's pretty well trained because we did
Yeah.
something. You were
Yeah, I
there.
was
We did
there.
a thing for Ford last week, and he asked us. It was up at my
the
studio,
placemat
Clutch
was at-
Studio.
yeah,
Yeah,
And he goes,
yeah, you had
hey,
it.
can I bring my dog? I'm like, yeah, okay, bring your dog. And he comes in with the placemat. The placemat's big. It's like a little trampoline, really.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a little
I think
trampoline.
It's cool.
well,
yeah.
I bought
It's
it.
probably like
the
3
big
by
one
4
because he's
feet.
gonna get bigger. I didn't want to have to buy a couple
Yeah.
of them, but
And his dog's pretty well trained, I must say.
No, he was
because
good.
He kind of chill out on the placemat, and then when Ryan would turn around and not pay attention, next thing you know, he kind of just
yeah,
He wouldn't be on the
mosey away.
placemat. We're
Yeah.
like, where's Sturgill?
yeah.
Yes.
As long as he didn't go to the bathroom in your shop, I was happy.
it
with
wouldn't be
him
the
about
first
that.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Well,
it's okay.
that's what they
There's
make.
a lot of
living
tires.
By
and
dogs
stuff
or
in there.
drivers?
Yeah,
You know?
a lot of tires.
I just said
Tires,
dogs or
dogs can have
drivers.
tires.
Dude, he walked. He was
Yeah.
walking. He was walking next to your GT, and I was like, "Do not, do not go to the bathroom on his GT, please."
How many drivers went on the floor during the Penske game tapings?
Oh.
When-
Is that when you taped the Penske games?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Okay.
did it
Awesome.
there. Yeah, we did it
I'm
in the
saying-
Clutch. Yeah. How many
you know,
drivers went
use
on
the bathroom on the floor. You know,
Zero.
She asked the
Why would
driver.
I
people-
said, you
she
said
asked-
there's been a lot of accidents at Clutch, and I said, dogs or drivers?
Well, I mean, there's accidents, but not in like that way. There was plenty of accidents at the Penske games, but not in like
were.
the pee in our pants way. You know?
That's good.
That's next year.
We grew out of that.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
that was-
next
that
year's
was
the diaper
last year.
challenge.
Yeah, the diaper check.
Yeah. Are you gonna do a diaper change challenge? I got everyone smoked right now. I will win that.
I would.
You don't think Kez would give you a run for your money?
No
now?
way.
No way.
No way. He took him
I
a long
can't
time to
can't
change
picture
his
him
first
changing
diaper.
diapers.
It took him a long time to do his first diaper.
Yeah.
All I do now is when I change Hudson, I just go, please no poop, please no poop. You know, when you're opening, you're like, no, oh man.
Do you and Brittany try and bargain? All right, you get this one, I get that.
No,
Okay.
just kind of.
Just kind of swap.
When
or
I'm
sort of
home,
where?
I try to do as much as possible because I'm not home a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so when I'm there, I just try to be as hands-on and do everything I can. Which just means poopy diapers.
Have you had diaper
Poopy
duty
diaper. No.
yet for the nephew?
No.
Oh,
I'm,
okay.
my highest duty right now is like bottle
Highest
feeding duty. Duty.
That is duty.
Duty.
I've changed.
How did we get
I
to
changed
this level?
one diaper.
Yeah.
And luckily it was a clean.
Ever
like-
in your whole
Yep,
entire life?
Yep. And luckily it was a clean one. Like it was one of those. You might have gone. I'm just gonna change this check. Oh, good. Okay, nothing here.
Yeah, lucky
Totally
on that.
fine.
It was my nephew very early on, and I was
Yeah, I don't know.
Kim's
about the diaper
talking like
thing.
she has plenty of experience.
Well, I had
with
a
diaper
nephew. Yeah, I had a
changing.
nephew, and then like when for whatever reason, when you're a little girl, you babysit a bunch growing up. That's how I made a bunch of money.
part of the
so I
babysitter's club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a
Worked on that
little babysitter.
401k back then,
Yep.
huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Starting early, just
Nice.
grinding it out,
Piggy bank.
changing diapers.
Diapers.
Did you see one of the articles that was passed around, and we have a little text thread? One of them was the Roomba that the dog went in the house, and the Roomba got loose.
Oh, no.
Not got loose. It started to do its
Did
job.
its job, yeah.
And started to push around the poop.
Oh, no.
Was
Just
it-
Painted.
Are you talking about my in-laws? Does that
Did
happen?
Are you
that happen?
serious?
That happened.
No way.
I swear to God. That happened. And the worst part was it was our dog. They watched
Oh,
it for
no.
the
So
weekend.
were you
And
there?
he got sick. No, I wasn't there.
Oh, a sick dog.
And
Oh.
then the little
Roomba.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the robot
the
vacuum.
robot. Yeah, okay, that's what you call them.
I think they're called Roombas. I think that's what the company's called. Is a
That's
Roomba.
one of the brands. Yeah.
There's
Anyways, this thing decided to spread the stuff everywhere.
Oh no.
Poor robot's like, this is not getting clean. Why is it?
I still find it a little funny, but
That's
yeah.
terrible.
Carpet or-
all over the carpet.
Oh.
All over all over the house.
Because like you got
So
to
it
figure
smelled
it's just
really
gonna
bad.
hit the front end of the and just.
I thought it would. Well,
Yeah, when it really hits
also
the fan,
depends
it's,
on yeah.
you know.
I feel like it depends on the solidity of the.
Well, if his dog was sick,
Poop?
then that's
Yeah, that's not-
That's no go.
Yeah.
This
Man, that's
whole
bad.
show, we've talked about nothing but.
And welcome
Poop,
to the glass
yeah.
case of
Feces.
emotion.
Yeah.
That is
All right.
what this
Okay, this is
show
good to know.
Yeah.
is about.
That's a lot of what it's crazy. We have like 1 or 2 shows that we haven't talked about that stuff at all, and the people
The
who
fans
listen
get
to it like
angry.
get mad.
So
Like,
this is a norm. Like,
Yeah, oh,
this
yeah,
is-
yeah,
It
yeah,
always
yeah. This
leads
is the
to
thing.
this.
Yeah.
This isn't what we always talk
No.
about, but
So far,
everybody.
But
it's like
everybody
that,
poops.
Everybody. It's like that kid's book, man. Everybody does it.
Everybody.
Everybody poop.
You're making the poop jokes, yes? Okay.
But
What else do we
anyways,
have on that?
I don't know.
Martinsville was
Martinsville.
fun. You know, that was
Martinsville.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a good weekend for Penske.
Yeah. You got the pole, and Brad won the race, and
Yeah.
I just
You were there.
didn't do
You were up there all race
Yeah, he
long
ran way
though.
better than me.
Yeah.
My highlight was qualifying on Saturday, and that was pretty much
You've
the
gotten it
end of my
down, though.
highlight.
You
Yeah,
had
that's
qualifying
like
your
a-
what
Yeah,
6th
I can-
pole or something there.
Like a one-lap wonder there. I could get one down. The only time I've won that race, I started 10th. So there might be something to this whole.
Might want to not start.
Not
That's
start
what I'm
up front.
thinking. Maybe this
Yeah.
whole front row thing doesn't work
Doesn't
out as
work.
well as.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's like that 5 or 6 poles for you there.
5 out of 7
Wow.
out of the last 7,
Yeah, that's pretty
which is great.
Yeah.
good.
But the race went the other way for me.
What are you pulling up
unfortunately.
there? Is that
I was
just brand
just-
new breaking news?
No, that's not brand new. That was yesterday.
Oh.
Well, Monday. The breaking news about you're talking about qualifying, and I was just going to ask what
Oh,
are
the
your thoughts?
procedures.
Yeah, what are your
well,
thoughts on it?
explain it for those that maybe
Basically,
didn't
there's
see the
an
news.
added deterrence that you have. What is it that you have to
Take
lay
off.
down a lap? You have to
Mm-hmm.
in the time allotted. You have to go, and if you don't go, then
Start the back.
You go
Yeah.
to back.
Very rare. And if you mess
Ooh.
up someone's lap, like if you're jacking around on the apron or something, and NASCAR
Yeah.
judges that you hurt somebody from going, you go to the back.
You go to back.
So
If you stop
in the
after
middle.
you
You go to
start
the
to
back.
roll out
Yeah.
and you stop, you go to the back.
and this is after Auto Club. They were,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Some
which is good.
shenanigans.
We
Yeah, I think
we
it's
gotta
good.
do something. And
I actually was very entertained at Auto Club.
I think I mean, I heard a lot of negative talk about the qualifying after Auto Club or Vegas or wherever, and I think it's pretty entertaining.
I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah, because there's so much we're just sitting there at the end of pit road, but there's so much going on in those moments. If they can figure out how to get
the
our radio
in-car,
communication and
yes.
stuff, because we're all like, and you're just trying to listen for someone
Yeah.
to fire up, like, ooh, someone fired up, and you like try to get going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make sure
it's
you're
like a
there.
big
and
game of chicken.
your spotter's telling you to go, and you're trying not to be the first car, and there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
that
There was so
There's
like,
a lot.
I wish
Yeah.
everyone could have heard all 12 radios because I'm sure every spotter was just nonstop talking.
I also
and there
want-
was a couple times during that final round that someone would fire up, so everyone would fire up, and
no
the next
one
person would shut it off. I was like, oh.
I wonder if the spotters
Yeah.
on
Shut
the
the
spotter
back
stand
off.
were trying to hide what they were saying, though, so that the other spotters wouldn't hear. I don't know.
Probably. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of strategy in that one. I mean,
All
if
I know
someone
is
timed it great.
when we were pulling out to get onto the racetrack, and at this point we were all already too late.
Yeah.
But Blaney goes by me on a part of the racetrack where I didn't know was paved.
I was
There's
trying
like-
to make it, man.
There's a skid pad down in the entry of turn 1 at Auto Club,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so far down there I've never even realized it was there. So he went by me. I was like, "Oh, good move, Blaney." So I go to the gas. I'm gonna follow him, right? Well, when you get to the center of 1 and 2, there's the grass starts.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
at a 90 degree, like you're running right into this thing, and you're like, "Uh-oh." So, so I got cars on the outside of me, and I'm like, "Well, you blended it up right in front of me," and I think Kyle was still to my outside. I was like, I got nowhere to go, and
yeah. There's a
We
little
didn't make any friends that day.
drainage ditch there too. That I
Yeah,
hit.
there was that too.
I about
Ooh.
got 4 tires off the ground. I was like, hopefully I didn't hurt anything, but
That was pretty exciting.
yeah, but
it's been a week of news.
Yes, it has.
NASCAR. I know you guys had a chance to take a look at something that
I know.
has been talked about.
It
and
only
not
took a
happened.
major change in the schedule
Yeah.
to get Joey on our podcast.
yeah.
Well, really, all you had to do was ask, and you still didn't ask me.
You know,
I
that's
feel like
what-
I kind of got like thrown into this, even though I don't know if he wanted me.
I
here,
feel
is how
like
I feel.
We've always
what's
wanted
this, our
you.
third season.
Third
I feel like we've
season.
asked, a few times before.
You never asked me.
Was she not on in Vegas?
I don't know who you're
I
asking.
feel like I've asked you before. And
I don't know, but that
I do
doesn't count.
some recon at the driver intro stage of who wants to come. Anything like that.
The
I don't ever
the
get
Vegas
to-
show? Was he not?
I've
I
never
don't
been on
count.
this
I don't
show.
count that
That
even if
doesn't
he
count?
was. I don't think he was.
I don't think you were on the Vegas
No.
show when we did that 2 years ago.
Sorry, I didn't mean it was okay. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's nice to have you
We're
on.
happy to have you
we're
here.
happy
I'm
to have you
glad
here
that I finally
with-
got the invite. Really, as they invited me down here to the NASCAR studios to talk about the new
Yeah.
schedule.
For 2020.
And they said, well, while you're down there, Blaney's doing his podcast. Would you like to do that? And I said, sure. I don't know if that invite came from you as much as it came from someone in this building.
It did. It was a group effort of trying to
I
get
feel
the
like they had nobody
2018
else
champion
here.
So
on the show.
some of-
It's a high ask. We couldn't. I know we're on a budget, man. We can't get.
we're
Can't get some of
falling
this
on
high
a budget.
priority.
We gotta
on
ask
here.
you when it's pertinent, and
Yeah.
today was pertinent.
Yeah, some of the big changes. You've got ISM Raceway is going to host the championship race. Daytona is going to host the regular season finale.
Yes.
Pocono, a doubleheader. Bristol night race becomes a playoff cutoff race. Indianapolis moves to 4th of July weekend. Martinsville under the lights, Mother's Day weekend.
That's
and
a Saturday, by the way.
That is a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So you're with your mama on Sunday.
Exactly, and it's a little
That's
bit
right.
closer to home, so it's easy to
Get
get
home.
there.
Heard that.
And then Darlington opens the NASCAR playoffs.
That one is
Woo.
up there with one of the
Yeah, what did you
bigger
think
ones
was
I
the-
thought.
what
did Labor you- Day
Darlington's
weekend.
opening. That's pretty cool.
Labor Day
like
weekend
it.
opening the playoffs, Darlington. That's just
Throwback weekends,
Yeah.
though, right?
I
don't
believe-
know how
I
they
mean-
would change it.
I hope they don't, but
Better
guess
be
we'll find out.
throwback.
yeah.
I think I hope it's throwback.
Like throwback's your wheelhouse. That's like your kind of thing.
That's
I
your
feel
thing.
You're like-
yeah.
Throwing it back.
Yeah.
To before I was born.
That's
Well,
your thing.
Yeah.
What
So
were
you
you
got-
most excited about, I guess?
I
Well,
thought-
also then the cutoff races, which that's not really considered the major. I mean, they said
I
Bristol,
think
but the
it's
cutoff
major,
races are
but-
Bristol, Charlotte Roval, and Martinsville are the 3 cutoff races in the
Yeah.
playoffs now.
So Dover's out of the playoffs. Homestead's out of the playoffs.
Yep.
We go to Homestead like it's the 5th
Yeah,
race.
Homestead
It's
shifted
early.
around.
Yeah,
It's like
It'll-
spring break.
right after
go-
Atlanta.
It'll
Right,
go
6th race.
Daytona, Las Vegas, Auto Club, ISM, Atlanta, Homestead, Texas.
Yeah. So that's been shifted. There's a couple big ones in there.
Yeah.
It's a big change.
You guys had a
kinda
chance to
like-
look
I
at the
mean,
schedule.
I think the Bristol in the playoffs is cool. Because, I mean, I don't know. I just love Bristol.
That's
That's
just
my
wild.
favorite track.
Yeah.
I like going there. The Phoenix finale is interesting because I think we've all gotten so used to going down to Miami for championship weekend. And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just like you get there. It's like I don't know if it feels like when you land in Miami, it's like that feeling like, okay.
This is it.
Like, whew, like this is it.
Yeah.
This is finally gonna, be over. You
Yeah.
know, and you're at that point. You're so exhausted from the
Yeah.
season, and especially during the playoffs. This 10 weeks are so grueling that I don't know. You get down there, you see the palm trees, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you kind of like taking a couple days afterwards to go to South Beach and
What's gonna
chill
be
out or
yeah.
something. And that's kind of like what you're used to now.
We're gonna be out west.
You're
Out in the
gonna
desert.
Go
Yeah, you're
play
going out
some
there,
golf.
So
Well, it's gonna be weirder when we go to Homestead in
Go to
March.
Sedona. There's some things to do.
No,
out
but
there.
going to
They say
Homestead in
golf?
March and
Yeah, we don't
reminding
play
yourself
golf.
that it's not the end of the season.
We don't play golf, Chuck.
What's golf for?
Put the ball in the hole, I
Yeah.
guess.
People with goofy
just
pants and a.
Thinking of things to do with Phoenix. Wear some knickers.
I was
you know,
hoping
and
you were going to go that way, but
No.
you all right.
No, I didn't go that way. But hey,
I tried teeing you up.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, teeing you up.
you fit right in.
That gold jacket, green jacket.
Yeah.
Who gives it?
I am gonna have to remind myself when we go to Homestead that it's not the. That's what's weird to me. Homestead
Yeah.
in March, you're gonna have to remind yourself. Oh wait, we still have a.
It's like how we got to do the
entire
championship
season.
stage.
Yeah.
Like that end of the race stuff. That's going to be. Oh no, we don't have to do that.
At least
here.
we're not going to Homestead in like August.
Oh, when
that
it's
would
hot.
be so brutal.
It actually is gonna be
But
beautiful in March.
That'd be great.
There'll be maybe a lot of spring breakers at the race
Oh.
because it's like right in the middle of spring break, I think.
Maybe.
There's only one of us that's single, buddy.
So spring break will be fun.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there's two.
I'm gonna put down.
Chuck is like,
I will
gonna
be
be
down
going
there.
to that
I'm
race.
gonna go ahead and put in for that race next year.
Yeah. The Pocono doubleheader.
Yeah,
That's a
Saturday,
big
Sunday.
I have a lot of questions about how that's going to work.
We
How
do
do you
too.
want it to work? In your ideal, if you were formulating the doubleheader race Saturday and Sunday, how would you want it? Would you want 2 different lengths? Would you want same car, different car? Like, how would you?
Different length races would be interesting.
I think that would be fun.
Because then the strategy's different each day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your stages are a little different or something to where
you couldn't do the same thing back to back.
The strategy at Pocono's always interesting because you can pit without going down a lap.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of end up running it like a road course. So that, maybe different stage lengths would be kind of cool.
That'd be neat. It's just so it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Back to back, but I don't know how you're gonna do like the cars. We talked about it. You know, like if you have one primary. You know, if you get in a wreck on Saturday, you got to pull your backup out with, like, no practice. I feel like you got to bring 2 cars just for that case. And the cars take such a beating, even if you don't get in any trouble.
Yeah, I will be interested to see the weekend schedule for it. Like, are all your practices before the first race and then there's nothing after? Or is there, like, is it like a day race on Saturday and then you have one more practice at some point before the Sunday race?
It's tough. I want to see the schedule. Where are you going to before then? So where's the before?
Chicago.
Chicagoland.
And there's no off week before that, so you're going a pretty long stretch before that. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 races straight
2.5 months,
before you get to a double header weekend, and then you have 3 more races in a row after that before your next off week. You're getting the cars ready.
Yeah.
For that many races in a row, and then. You know, when you go to Pocono, I think you're going to have 2 primary cars, like 2 cars that are ready to go.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the rules are going to be for that yet. I don't know, but it'll be interesting.
And all we have now is just a schedule. We don't have any format
we don't have
stuff,
details.
so it's just straight schedule. It was announced on NASCAR.com at 4 o'clock on Tuesday.
Here's a question.
So we get one
show.
answer, and we have like 4 new questions.
Yeah. Here's a question, though, regarding Pocono.
Sounds like practice every week.
Let's say you have 2 primary cars at Pocono, but you win the first race, and then you want to use that car. Would you want to use that car if you won the first race, the same car in the second race? If you know it's a winning car?
I don't think it works like that anymore.
I don't think so. Plus, I don't think the motor stuff.
It would last.
You would almost need to have another car because of all the motors.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're taking it. You're shifting all the time.
Well, maybe not now.
Maybe not now. But that's still a long way for them. I mean, what's that race? 400 miles, right? So I mean, 800 miles on one motor. I don't know if you can do that one.
Plus,
I'm sure you'll take 2.
Qualifying and all that.
Go back to the old school.
Do you qualify
Coca-Cola 600.
twice?
That's what I wonder.
I would think so.
I think this is what we should do.
Ooh, I have an idea. I might be the same idea as you.
Yeah.
Okay, you first. Ladies first.
I think that you should qualify for the first race, but then your finishing position should determine your starting position for the second race.
Inverted,
yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
gotta
same
invert.
thing. You got to invert your finishing order of the
I
first
like
day.
it.
But maybe not the whole field.
Maybe
if
just
you
like the top
invert
15 or something. Top 20.
20.
Yeah.
That would
You
be
invert
fun.
top 20.
Or you could pill draw. Have 40 cars in the race, and
if you-
the winner pill draws, and if it's a 16, you invert the top 16. And you could pull
That's
a 40.
fun. But I do think.
That would
you
be
can
cool.
pull all the way to a 40?
You could pull all the way to a 40. There's
That would
40
be
pills
awesome.
in there.
I
But
like
I do
that.
think it should
Yeah.
be determinant upon the
You
finishing
know what would
order.
happen, though? There'd be like 30 30s in there.
Like, I want to see you write each number down and put them in this bag before I reach
Every
hand in
week
there.
it's 30 cars they invert. I don't understand how that happens.
How does that work?
It's like, remember short track racing? They have the big dice.
Oh, yeah.
After the heat races where you roll a dice, and it was 1 through 6, obviously, and whatever the number was is how many cars they would invert. And it was always a 6.
Yeah.
It was always, you'd win your heat race. You're like, yeah, I'm going to start a front row. Oh, my God, I'm
always
starting
a 6.
6. It's like every time.
Maybe it was weighted.
That's
the
the
dice was
biggest
like
loaded die I've
secretly
ever seen.
weighted.
Yes. Oh, exactly.
The thing was like this big, too. And like, that's the biggest loaded dice I've ever seen.
But yeah.
You want to
Crazy.
pick it up and just set it down
Yeah.
on 1. You know,
There you
it's
go.
like, how can I throw this so it's just 1?
They
That's
do.
exciting, though,
Yeah,
man.
they should determine it though. Whatever, but based on the finish of the first race.
It'd be kind of neat.
I think so.
And that would be like an event, right? Because then
You would wanna
after
go-
the race, everyone's going to want to watch
Yeah.
and see, and you can like put it on TV and
Yeah, you could have the winner in Victory Lane, and that's
Picking
part of the
the-
Victory Lane. They're like, all
part of
right,
the Victory Lane is
time to draw for tomorrow.
It's
Pick
like
that thing.
the lottery on your local news.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of the ball comes. Whoop.
Yeah.
Let's go live to Victory Lane for the drawing of tomorrow's race.
Here's Teresa with today's winning numbers.
And sports.
And next
Your
sports.
first number is a 7.
We got Champ Kine doing weather.
No, man, a lot of changes to the schedule. It's a lot. So
Was it more than you expected when you heard there were changes?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of expected big schedule changes because there's been plenty of talk about it over the last few years. I think we were surprised that there was no schedule changes this year. You know, so, and I think there will be more changes in the future. I think this is just the first step of what is to come. Which is, I think it's important for our sport at this point, you know, is there's parts of the season that we're competing against other sports, and not that we can't compete with them. I think we're plenty good, but why if you don't need to, right? You know, our season is longer than any other professional sport right now. You know, so you know, how can we condense that a little bit with still giving the fans what they want and being able to go to their local city to go race. I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to do a better job at the schedule. I don't think we can do a lot of things right now. I think our arms are a little bit tight, but I think this is, I think the first of big changes coming, I think.
And historically, NASCAR has changed up the schedule. Like, it's not, you know, you look at some of the older races, season used to start at Riverside. Like, there's been change, and that's the constant thing. And I think I'm looking forward to 2020 as a fan.
I kind of think they should change the playoffs every year.
Yeah, I like that idea of changing the playoffs or changing around the championship race.
Right.
Kind of like rotating it or something like that.
The Super Bowl doesn't go to the same city every year.
It doesn't.
Oh. Right? Let's bid that thing out.
Yeah, you got to
do something. Let's
give other tracks and states and other fans opportunities to go to their home track to see a.
I will be interested to see
race.
If we stay at ISM Raceway for a few years for the finale, if it ends up being as mixed of a bag as we've had at Homestead the last few years. Because, I mean, we've seen a different winner at Homestead how many years in a row now? Like, ever since they changed to the elimination style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
they have.
It's like none of these guys, and I'll include you, like none of these guys could win at Homestead, and all of a sudden it's like, here's a championship. Waving in front of you, and you're like, you figure out how to do it.
Of course you figure out. There's a whole nother level you reach. And, you know, when you first look at it, you say, well, there's two people that are really excited about this schedule. It's Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick, right? And at ISM Raceway, they're animals there. But, you know, when you put 4 race teams in the position to win a championship, that level just goes up, 5 or 6 notches that you didn't know you had in you. You know, you didn't know, your car can do some of those things, or you as a driver can do that stuff, or your pit crew can rise to the occasion that far. That pressure just brings the best out of you. Sometimes the worst out of you, you know, if you can't handle it. But I think true athletes, they really find this whole new level when you get to that. And you may say those 2 drivers may have the advantage next year to win the championship because of that final race. I wouldn't say that, though, because I think whoever's in that championship 4 will find another gear to make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
That's my thought, at least.
Yeah.
Did I just get too serious on this show?
No,
I feel like you guys are
it's
really,
it's usually it's a mixed bag.
This is from poop to serious, and now
we can kick it up a notch. Like, we got about 5 minutes left.
There's a good point to get serious. There's a good point to, do that. But it's good.
We can change the topic. Yeah, we've got a list here of random topics at the bottom that we can hit certain ones. So if you see one that tickles your fancy.
I don't run the show, man. I'm just
here. We'll
I'm
talk
just
about
happy
I
didn't. I never even got invited here. The last thing you can do is tell you how to run it.
Which one of these 5 stories you want to talk about? We'll make a.
Well, we talked about the Roomba.
Yeah, we talked about
the Roomba. Okay, 4. You're down to 4.
You're down to 4.
4.
Down to 4.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna let you pick. I'm out.
I know which one you were looking at.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
What you got? What you got?
You could go lots of different ways.
I was looking at. The Playboy Mansion's haunted, apparently. Apparently it's haunted.
Yeah.
By
a female ghost.
Former playmate.
Or, as I wrote it, a femal.
Screw that up. Okay, so a former playmate and girlfriend of Mr. Hefner said a female ghost is haunting the Playboy Mansion.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Is she?
I feel like we need to follow up.
Is this a news? Like, this is new coming
out? I
out?
don't think it was on CNN or nothing, but,
but this
one
is
of those top.
Apparently, it was very, positive vibes. It might have been a former employee.
Oh. If you can see it, I
positive
have a lot of
vibes?
questions.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't like a negative
vibe.
It wasn't
like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
A mean ghost.
Oh, they were ghosts. They weren't. They weren't a. They were a
spirit.
How
my feelings on all that. Yeah.
Basically, she basically said it was a positive vibe.
And other.
I mean,
She saw it,
I'm
she
a
said it looked
Christian.
like a
I believe
female.
we
Like
you
the
know,
So like
paranormal.
ghosts and like.
From that stuff, I don't know if I believe all of it, but I'm not gonna go mess with it. Yeah, like I'm not gonna mess with the Ouija
Oh, no,
board.
no.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
I don't know if I really believe that, but I'm not gonna screw around. Like,
You don't want to not believe it and then get.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
it's just not my thing.
That's how all horror movies go.
Yeah.
You got the one skeptical
Yes.
person who's like, I don't believe that stuff,
Yeah.
and then boom,
They're the
get-
first one
they're done.
dead.
then they're dead.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
done.
just like that.
So we don't want to do that.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
did you go see Us?
I saw-
Oh
I saw
yeah,
Us.
we were going to talk
Yeah.
about this.
How was Us?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
This
Hated
is like
it.
this kind
Really?
of scary movie that's
Hated
out
it.
called Us. You hated it?
I did not like it whatsoever. Did you hear Get Out? Did you see Get Out?
These all scary movies.
Do you like scary movies?
Not really
I hate them too.
scary. They're like
I hate them.
suspenseful.
I hate them.
Okay.
Hate them.
It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Okay.
Okay.
So all the previews were like, oh, this is gonna be a really creepy,
Yeah.
weird, scary movie. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be different than what all scary movies are now. And it was like 2 hours long. So I was like, okay. And I was lost the whole time. I
Lost?
had no idea what was happening. I didn't enjoy this acting, the storyline. I was just as confused walking out as I was walking in.
Really? They didn't like tie up the stuff you didn't understand at the end?
There was one deal at the end that happened that I was like, okay, but it didn't really like change my opinion on it. Maybe just because I was so disappointed in the first hour, I was
Okay.
just kind of sitting through this movie watching, but it wasn't scary at all. Like I never, it was just,
Okay.
it was just. I mean, it was.
You weren't scared
See,
like ever.
No, there wasn't
Huh.
any scary parts in it.
I heard it described basically.
Did you
as
have
like
a date
Christopher
with you
Nolan
at least?
takes on.
Or were you
No,
just sitting there by
it was
yourself with
me,
your
Who's your
dog?
date?
Me and 3 other friends.
You and 3 dudes go to the movie
Yeah,
theater.
man, guy time. No girlfriends want to go
I
to scary
had-
movies anyway.
Well, I mean, that's
want-
like I don't like scary movies, but if I was you and going to go on a date, I would go to a scary movie because when the
Yeah.
girl gets scared,
She wants
you're
to
like,
like hug up
"Oh,
on
you know,
you.
hey,
No.
thank
Oh,
you,
no.
jeez, Lapine,
Yeah.
man.
I'm trying to watch the movie.
Oh
Don't
my
touch
God.
me.
Who
while
cares
I'm
about
trying to
the
watch
movie?
movie.
Who
I
goes to
care about the movie.
Who goes to the movie to watch the movie?
In a movie theater.
Every person ever. What?
In a movie theater, yes. In a movie theater, yes. On the couch.
Oh, on the couch.
No.
No.
Yes, it changes rules.
Rules change.
Yes.
Movie theater, like I'm paying money to be there. I'm
Yes.
paying like what, $15 for a ticket and
Yeah.
some popcorn.
If I'm watching, if I'm paying $10 for a little thing of popcorn, I'm gonna watch this movie.
Yeah.
If I'm on the couch watching Netflix
This
with another female, then I don't really care about that movie.
this could
But-
be why we're both single. I don't know, but that's just
Hey man, I go to the movie theater to enjoy the big films on the
Yeah.
big screen. You know,
Sound quality.
the Dolby theaters are amazing nowadays.
Jeez.
They're great. Sorry,
Blaney, you got so much to learn.
I know.
Dude, I'm married, and my wife and I go to the movie theater. I still don't care what the heck we watch. I just want to sit in the back row. You know what I mean?
Back row's where it's at.
we do have a better perspective of the screen there, and
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
That's why.
There's nobody in front of you.
you have more leg space. Yeah,
Depending on theater. you don't have to worry about anyone scaring you behind you.
It's true.
Yeah, all that stuff. They got movie theaters nowadays.
The 4D ones?
I saw in Los Angeles the 40 ones that are like they have like weather in them and stuff.
Wait.
Like it'll like half-ass rain.
Yeah.
If it's
Snow,
rain going
there's
on in the
snow.
scene. Like if it's wind blowing,
There's one in
the
that's pretty
Charlotte.
cool.
fans are going.
Down, it's Stonecrest. I think it was at Stonecrest. They have a 4D theater now. They
Huh.
did it for the first one they did it was for Captain Marvel.
I'm just
Yeah.
a fan
Yeah.
of the reclining seats and stuff.
The ones that
yeah,
like
man.
That's
with
the
that are
deal
electronic
now.
too. That just go-
Yeah. In Daytona, there's one like that.
Is there?
My wife and I went there.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, those are
Reclined.
nice.
Yes.
Fell
And where
right
they
asleep.
serve adult beverages too. Is
I went to
nice.
one. You had a menu at your seat, and you could order what you wanted. They
Yeah.
had waiters going around,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
they'd bring
good.
you like really good food. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is
I'm
amazing.
down for that.
Well,
Unless you're in the back row and you're,
Yeah.
then
You
the
know.
food comes up. You're like, oh,
And you're like,
horrible
We're gonna put
timing.
this.
Horrible timing.
speaking of horrible timing, I was just given the thing to start the music, so it is now playing
okay.
in your headsets. I know you can totally hear it right
Yeah,
now.
oh
There's,
yeah.
there's
Great,
music playing.
great song. My
There's a lot of
favorite.
things
It was a
We
good
got a
song.
lot of copyright stuff on here, so we can
Each week it's a different song.
Yeah.
But heading down to Texas,
Tejas.
going down to Lone Star State, going eat some
That's
brisket
where I
down
wore
there.
this jacket.
Oh,
That
she
was
wore
actually
that.
just a coincidence.
Ah, I
Total
see what you did.
coincidence.
I don't know.
Stars at night.
That
big
doesn't
and
look
bright.
like an accident.
It was. I
You
didn't
were
even
packing
think about
that with you this weekend.
I was
though.
in Texas last week, and I did pack this specifically to be in Texas, but I forgot that we were going to Texas
Well.
again.
yeah, barbecue or
Did you watch
brisket.
that
Yeah,
from
there's a
last
couple
week?
good brisket places down there. And they have is it Fuzzies?
Fuzzies.
Fuzzies
I
tacos.
think
Wait,
they
did you
changed
say Hard
Torchies.
Eight?
Torchies.
Torchies, they changed
tacos
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
still really
Torchies is
good.
better than Fuzzies.
Fuzzies.
Really?
I think.
I don't know. I thought they were both good. They both kind of taste the same. It's
And
a good
then,
Mexican
did you
food,
say
so-
Hard Eight?
Yeah, it's great. Hard Eight's
Hard
great.
Eight's great. Yeah.
Good.
Joey, thank
it
you
out.
for joining us
Yes,
today
finally.
on the podcast. You can come
Is it
back
everything
anytime.
you thought it would be?
It was amazing, and I hope next time I get invited.
Yeah, you just showed up today.
I'm not
I had
even
no idea.
invited back. I was just here, and that's all that happened. So maybe next time.
So rate and review on iTunes, watch on YouTube, comment, subscribe, like, tweet us, all that
We
stuff.
should get a lot of comments because of the new schedule.
Boom.
Maybe.
Don't let us down.